Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for stopping by. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, that's the sound of a bunch of cattle that are very mad at me. And they're mad at me because I have got their babies up and they're about ready to leave the farm. I also have a couple of cows that are going to go to the sale as well. So today we are taking some cattle to the sale barn. We are also planning on doing something for just Cassie and I. So that's why I thought this would be a great Catching Up with the Walkers, because we're going to end the video with just Cassie and I. Something that is probably one of the most important things that we do. So stick around for that. At the end of the video, we'll let you know what we do that's so important. So I was looking for this because I'm loading up cattle, not just calves. So I came in the shop to get my trusty little paddle, because sometimes the cattle don't always handle the best. And the two cows I'm selling, I don't think I have any names for them specifically. One of them is black with a white face. The other one is a Hereford cow. And the reason I'm selling them, number one, the black one with the white face acts a little bit crazy when I put out hay. So it likes to jump around and kick its feet in the air and do stuff like that. So she's number one on my list to go. And the other one is red. And most of my cattle are black. And I'm trying to keep mostly black cattle. So when I decided to downsize, it's mainly because I have the Scottish Highland cattle now back here on the other pasture. And I need more room for cattle, basically. So something has to go. It's going to be the mean one and the one that just doesn't blend in with the rest of them. So that's kind of how simple it is on my decision on which ones to sell. I've got a couple more I want to sell later on to continue downsizing. And before I go out there, I'll tell you, it is windy. Oklahoma is blowing in some rain, and it has been for the last day or two. So please forgive my wind, but let's go out there and get these cattle, make sure they're in the pens before we put them in the trailer. Hey Zena, hey goats. So I got to get out here. Well, that was easy. They were already in the pen. All I needed to do was shut the gate. So thankfully, I didn't have to run them in here. I was worried I'd have a hard time getting them in. But that's the two that are leaving. They actually both have calves right over here in the pen too, and that's why they're up here bawling. Hey, girl. And we do have some beautiful calves, but we're not really wanting to keep any back this year because we're not wanting to keep any new heads. We're wanting to get rid of some. We just got to downsize a little bit because we now have 5 beautiful Scottish Highland cattle and hopefully some Scottish Highland calves soon. Morning, Alvin. Morning, honey. Hey, Mariposa. You're looking mighty fine this morning, girl. Hey, Alfred. All right, babies. Let's go. Hey, you don't have to be difficult. Turn around. Turn around. All right, so that was the easy part. That's the easy part because you guys are the little ones. Back, back. So there's 6 beautiful calves that are gonna go some nice animals for somebody, and then we gotta get our cows. This might be the harder part. Let's go, let's go. Come on, babies. And once they realize they don't have anywhere to go, they're more likely to jump in there. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. All right. So they're there now. All right. So that went about as good as it could. The cows were ready to follow those calves. They were curious about them and seeing if they wanted to get in the trailer. Woo. So they're in there now. So we did get lucky this morning because all the Highland cattle are way down in that field grazing this morning. And of course, if you follow us along on Walker Farm Fam, you know I'm not going to the stockyards without my trusty helper. Who is it?
Me.
Ransom Zane. So we're gonna take Ransom with me this morning. This is a bright and early Saturday morning. We're not gonna haul these cattle on Sunday because it's supposed to rain all day on Sunday. So when it does that, the stockyards will feed them hay if you request, and they'll have plenty of water there overnight before they get sold the next day. So I'm gonna forewarn you right now, if you don't wanna see a sad cow, then you better hit pause on the video or skip ahead, because part of selling cattle is the mamas do miss the calves. It's their babies, they've grown them, they've done a great job with them, but just like an adult, it comes time when a child has to leave its mother. When they get the appropriate age, they have to leave. It's just part of life. So I'm gonna pull out right now, but I think I see a cow coming, so we'll show you the cow coming along. So they know at this point that's the end of the road. That's all that, as far as they can follow along. But we are thankful for those cows. They give us a means for our farm to keep going. They give us these calves where we're able to eat beef, or we're able to sell them and maintain our farm. So next stop, where, Ransom?
The cell barns.
Cell barn. So we made it to the stockyards, but it's kind of odd, Ransom.
What?
There's nobody here. Well, they're around here. So we never come early in the morning. This is our first time ever coming early in the morning, and we're the only ones here. The guy that helps unload the cattle was on the other side of the stockyards, so he's on his way over. But we'll get him unloaded in just a minute. What do you think, Ransom?
Good.
Just waiting your turn? Just waiting our turn.
I think people are going to be here like in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I hope so. I think so too. I think you're right. So we made it home safe and sound. The truck back here in the shop, and the calves are at the stockyards. And I know several of you last time said that is the saddest thing. Turn those baby calves out, let them be with their mamas. But you guys have to understand that it's not possible. They can't stay with their mamas forever. That's just life. Life's hard. Life's hard for us sometimes. Life's hard for you. Sometimes life's hard for our cattle sometimes. But we keep moving, one foot in front of the other, and keep going forward. So there is one other thing I wanted to catch you guys up here on Catching Up with the Walkers. I was gonna give you a sneak peek of our garden. So our garden has been planted now. I didn't get to video it because it was so windy, it would have blew my tripod over. I don't wanna break our cameras again. I don't wanna mess anything up. So I planted it in the wind yesterday evening, and I'll show you guys real quick what it looks like. Whoa, transition. And I am a little bit worried about the strong wind that's gonna come in before the rains, but I'm hoping that the plants survive, and if not, I saved a few extra in the shop that I can replace some tomatoes or something if something gets snapped over. But here's my row of tomatoes. See that wind? And this plant is probably 3 foot deep. Those smaller ones look okay. We'll just have to wait and see. We have some sweet potatoes right here, and our squash is all right here, and an entire row of peppers. So I told you I would catch up with you guys later, and I promised. Cassie's here now. So catching up with the Walkers is now complete. Well, not finished, but complete. Because Cassie and I got to sneak away on a date night.
Ransom laughed every time he said, "Mom and Daddy are going on a date."
The kids think it's hilarious. And they say, "What are you going to do on the date?" And I said, "I'm going to kiss your mom." Then they really don't like it. So we snuck away. We're at Saltgrass. Oh yeah. And Cassie, what did you eat? Do you want to show them a picture right now?
Sure.
All right, let's show you the picture right now.
It was called Blackened Red Fish, I think is the name of it. And the picture, I just couldn't get away from the picture on the menu. They got me. It had a big piece of shrimp on it, and it said it had crawfish and something else. And I was like, on top of the fish. I was like, that sounds so good. It was good, but when I got it, the seafood pieces were like tiny, tiny, tiny.
Yeah, and I picked this place. Cassie said I had to pick. Do you guys have that problem? You pick, no, you pick, no, you pick. Well, I picked.
Where you want to eat? I don't know where you want to eat.
Yeah, I knew I wanted to eat here because last time I came, which apparently was a while ago, because the guy that working here didn't know it was on the menu, but I got a steak with bacon wrapped shrimp.
I think it was my bacon wrapped stuffed shrimp, and you got some of it.
I don't remember. I know I came here with work too, I think, one time. So anyway, I came here and ordered it before, and guess what's not on the menu? Bacon wrapped shrimp. It's gone. Stuffed bacon wrapped shrimp. Oh, it was so good. It's no more. Sorry. Saltgrass, bring it back, and then I'll come back. But until then, probably gonna have to try somewhere else next time.
It was really good, though.
It was good. No complaints, just disappointment.
Yeah, because we weren't gonna. He said this, and then we weren't gonna come eat here because I was like, I'm really not that hungry. And then he reminded me of the shrimp. I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, it was a game changer for sure. So they need to bring it back.
Yeah.
So I told you guys that there was something really important I needed to tell you that Cassie and I do, and this is it. So making sure that we take some time away from the kids to just be me and Cassie, because we know one day, just like those cattle you saw earlier crying for their babies, that's going to be Cassie when the kids leave. She's going to be running down the road, come back, right?
No.
Okay. But at some point, the kids we're going to do our job. They're going to leave the nest, and we're going to be on our own again. And when we are,
we don't want to be like strangers.
Yeah.
Like, hey, where are you?
For
27 years.
We still want to get along. We still want to like each other. So to do that, we tried to go on a date night as much as possible. You know, our schedule's super busy, but it's important for us to make it a priority and get away. And it's important for our family. I feel like if Cassie and I are together and on the same page, the whole family runs better.
Yes.
So as far as catching up with the walkers and praying goes, planning and praying, we do have a couple prayer requests. One of them, which one do you want to go first? I'll go first.
I wasn't sure which one you were talking about.
My buddy Chad over at Adler Farms, as you guys know, he hurt his shoulder. Alan didn't really attack him, but he was trying to run out, and Chad stopped him, but in the middle of stopping him, Alan got Chad's shoulder. So he's going to have surgery on that bicep Monday morning to repair that. So it sounded like it's kind of an outpatient deal, quick, to the point, get out of there. But you guys keep that in your prayers as Chad is going to have surgery. And the second one?
That was the problem. I could only remember Chad's.
So there was a baseball player on the team that the school where Weston used to go to.
Yes. On Arms Family Homestead, they had posted that one of Weston's friends collided with another baseball player during his college game and got hurt pretty bad. And so be praying for them and the family, a broken neck and all sorts of stuff, and giving the doctors wisdom and that his body would just be healed. So that's a scary thing to go through, and had to be a pretty good collision. So they posted over on Facebook if you want to go read what all happened and stuff.
So we want to thank you guys so much for following us along. You even got to go on date night with us. So
y'all are pretty special.
Yeah, you're extra special. But thanks for following along. We hope you have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
And instead of coffee, we have Coke Zero.
Oh, Cassie's got Coke Zero.
Love you guys.